Welcome back, guys. In today's episode, we're going to be reading some more terrifying Reddit stories, and I hope you're excited. I'm back. I was a little bit too tired for an episode yesterday, but I'm back today, and I'm ready, and I'm super excited. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you let me know down below, and also like and subscribe. And let's get into it. Enjoy, guys. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend that she can leave after she berated me in front of her friends? I recently had a cookout with my girlfriend 26 and her friends came. First off, I'll admit that I'm batting out of my league. My girlfriend is gorgeous and I'm an average guy. While I don't know her friends, they seem stuck up. During the event, I tended to notice that she didn't compliment me one time and instead took constant jabs at me and berated me. She commented on my receding hairline, said I had a crappy tattoo. She's right, my friend did it. Said I'm a lightweight and I'll be in bed by 8 and I can't hang. Said that my truck is a piece of crap. Said that I don't have any exes because I'm awkward. Oh god, you're not batting out of your league, OP. Yeah, she might be pretty, but her personality is not OP. That's so nasty. I mean, there is some truth to this, sure, but it's messed up because when I'm with my friends, I'll be giving her the biggest compliments. The only thing that she said that was relatively nice was that I made her feel safe. I guess this is a compliment. Anyway, after I asked her why she took so many shots at me, and she said that she was joking and that I was being a child, I told her she can leave if she feels like I don't bring anything to the table, and we argued some more and dropped it. We're still kind of walking on eggshells though. Ew. OP, do you want a partner that does stuff like this? You don't deserve that, OP. She sounds mean. Who does that to their partner? Like, this is not a good person, OP. The top comment says, not the a-hole, congratulations on getting your first ex. Jokes aside, you deserve better. What she did was not okay and a big waving red flag. Yeah, the comment under that one too, not the a-hole. I mean, if she's gonna be a mean girl around her friends like this, are you sure it's not her who's out of her league? I'd rather be alone than somebody who tried to tear me down like that. You don't want somebody who's gonna tear your self-esteem. You want a partner who's gonna build it up with you. Yeah, and also, OP, are you only with her because of her appearance? Because she doesn't sound like a very good person. And also, OP, if all she has is her looks, I would not say that she was out of your league. Yeah, like the comment under it says, why be around somebody who doesn't boost you up? Looks are skin deep, but her ugliness goes to the bone. Trade up, dude. Don't give her a second more of your time. Oh yeah, and also the audacity of her to say that she was joking. Like, oh yeah, that's really funny. Making fun of your partner. Gross. Yeah, like this comment says. Not the a-hole, that's a lot more than humor. She doesn't respect you. Yeah, and also, what is this like high school mean girl sort of stuff? You don't sound like the childish one, OP. And yeah, you 100% deserve better, OP. Post number 2. Am I the a-hole after coming home from work only to see my things reorganized by somebody who doesn't live in my home? My girlfriend and I moved into our apartment about 6 months ago. So far, so good. The only issues I've been having are boundary issues with her parents. She's a family-oriented person and takes pride in family time, which is one of the things I love most about her. However, I come from an entirely different upbringing, having very few people to turn to and relying on nobody but myself. I'm very private and I like my quiet time. My girlfriend's mother speaks without really thinking things through and doing whatever she wants no matter the place or time. An example, we have an office space where the majority of the things that I own stay in. I've got a ton of Pokemon and baseball cards worth thousands of dollars. I have them in books and some of them just out in the open, and some of them all over the place. Either way, in my weird way, I know where everything is and why it's there. Her parents came over with boxes and boxes of stuff my girlfriend left over at her parents' place and decided to make their own little place in the office for them. I should start by saying that I'm not home. I'm working a 12-hour shift while this is happening. I get home close to 11 p.m. at night. I'm exhausted and I'm looking forward to a nice shower and some sleep, only to come home to my girlfriend not giving me a heads up that her parents, for some reason, were eating dinner at 10:30 p.m. Her mother was in our bedroom folding my underwear, which is entirely weird on its own, and she spent the day organizing all of my cards and stuff that I had laying around. I'm beyond mad. I can't find the things I had out. My girlfriend didn't see a real issue with the situation until I started to yell in frustration. I don't like my things being touched, and most of all, I don't like my things being moved around when I'm not home. We live here. It's one thing to drop a few boxes off and leave them for us to figure out what to do with them. I didn't ask anybody to organize my entire closet and office space. Am I overreacting? If not, I don't know how to get my point across to my girlfriend without upsetting her. She just stays quiet and doesn't speak when I'm speaking or ask her to talk. She completely shuts down on me. I don't start by yelling, but this type of situation has happened more than a handful of times. The last thing that I want to do after a 12-hour shift at work is entertaining people who've turned my home upside down. After they left our apartment, I asked, why didn't you say anything to your mother about touching things in the office? She said, I did, and that's as far as it went. Am I the a-hole? No, you're not the a-hole, OP. Her family's like boundaries boundaries and personal space? Oh my god, what are they? I've never heard of them before. They're straight up invading your space, OP. No, you're not overreacting. And also, no, you shouldn't put up with it, OP. Your girlfriend sounds very non-confrontational, which is fine, but like you have boundaries here and they need to respect those boundaries, and her family need to know about those boundaries and they need to respect them. That's so wild. Like, just because it's normal for their family doesn't mean it's normal for you. Yeah, the top comment, not the a-hole. Wow, sorry dude. I hope you didn't yell in front of her parents. She definitely should have texted you before you arrived. It's bad enough to stack those boxes in your office and shut the door, but rearranging and organizing? No, you need to ask before doing that. You're gonna have to set family boundaries with your girlfriend, nice and calm. Yeah, organizing all of your stuff and folding up your underwear too? Stay out of it. Oh god. Like, that's your safe space and your little sanctuary that you've made, OP. When people come into that space and they feel like they can mess it all up, it completely ruins it. They can't be doing that. It's completely disrespectful and it's a way to walk over people's boundaries. OP said, I didn't yell in front of her parents. I had a conversation after the fact. Unfortunately, my frustration came out. The comment under that said, I would have probably yelled at those parents. What they did was grossly overstepping and demeaning and disrespectful. What in the world's wrong with your girlfriend? Yeah, I don't see an issue with yelling at the parents either. Like, the parents are the ones who need to know that they can't do that. If your girlfriend really doesn't want to say anything, then you're gonna have to set those boundaries yourself, OP. There's a comment that says, not the gay hoe. Tell her if she can't set boundaries, you'll be forced to. And OP said, I have gone down this road before with her family, and she sided with her mother on something similar, which makes me super hesitant to even speak my mind freely with her family. So when I don't agree with somebody regarding her parents, I tell her to say something or I will. She's like me in a sense that she hates confrontation, so even having that conversation is like hell for her, which me being that type of person myself, I get. However, I've told her if you don't check your parents and I have to, it comes off as disrespectful, which I'm not trying to be. But at the same time, I have my limits. There's a comment that says, info, is this the first time that your girlfriend has lived with somebody other than her parents? And OP said, yeah, correct. And the comment under that says, that's part of the problem then. She's used to having her mum doing things for her. She needs to realize that things are different now, and so do the parents. Make sure that she hasn't given them a key. You're gonna need to be the one to talk to the parents. And be frank too, this is our house and it's unacceptable for you to touch my personal belongings while here. I respect your home, so please respect mine. Also, I prefer home guests to visit at reasonable hours and not overstay until midnight hours. Yeah, the comment under that one too. She doesn't realize or want to deal with the fact that her norm with her parents isn't accepted as a norm by others. Yeah, definitely seems like that. But no, you're not the a-hole, OP. I feel like just about anybody, if they were in your situation, would also be frustrated. Wow, the next one's called, am I the a-hole for ruining my sister's wedding and honeymoon? So I, 20 female, have an older sister, 30 female, who I'll call Emily. Emily got married 2 months ago to her partner Danny, 34 male. My siblings and I grew up together and Emily was a huge influence, along with my older sister Mary, 27 female. They were both wild, and so from a young age I knew a lot more than I was supposed to about partying and dating and stuff, and nothing weird or scandalous. Mary got married 4 years ago and I'm really close to my brother-in-law. He knows about her partying and drinking and pretty much everything else that she did, and he never had a problem with any of it. Well, I've met Danny only a handful of times since they live far away, and so I assume they talked about it all. Come wedding rehearsal time, the day before, we started sharing interesting stories from our childhood. Danny asked me how come I've never dated or drank or partied. I, not even thinking it might be a big deal, said that after hearing all the stories from my older sisters, I never really wanted to or felt the need to. Danny looked a bit confused but said nothing. Mary glared at me. Later, Mary told me that Danny knew nothing about Emily's wild days. I apologized to Emily and she told me it wasn't a big deal. I hadn't thought about it in 2 months, but Emily and Danny visited yesterday. Danny was as nice as ever while Emily was a bit standoffish. While Danny was out with our dad, Mary and Emily ganged up on me and told me that Danny was mad at Emily for lying and that I ruined their wedding and their honeymoon. My mum heard us talking and came into the room and chewed out my sisters for blaming me for Emily's lies. After they went to my sister's place, they were going to stay with her for a couple of days prior to the incident. I started feeling anxious and bad about what happened and the part that I played in it. My mum told my dad and brother what happened, and they both said that I did nothing wrong, and my dad said that he would make my sisters apologize, but I don't want them to get involved. So am I the gay hoe for ruining my sister's wedding and honeymoon? No, like the top comment says. How are you supposed to keep with the lies if you don't know there are lies to keep up with? It's pretty much common knowledge that wedding rehearsals are time for good-natured teasing of the bride and the groom. Emily and Mary should have seen this coming and warned you, and it's not even like you gave sober details. Not the a-hole. OP said, thank you for answering. I guess I'm supposed to read my sister's minds or something? They're visiting again tomorrow, so hopefully we'll talk and figure it out. Oh yeah, you're so not in the wrong, OP. Like the one under that says, stop feeling guilty, OP. This is all 1000% Emily family's fault for lying, not the a-hole. Yeah, and the audacity to get upset at you too. What did you do wrong? The second top comment says, of course you're not the a-hole. Trying to shift the anger onto you is what makes your bride's sister one and the other one assisting her especially. She should have owned up to her lies, as it would have probably come out in the future anyway. Or were they planning to go no contact with everybody who knew your sister in her wild phase? Her poor husband learning about your bride-to-be's probably promiscuous past and being lied to definitely puts a damper on one's wedding celebration and honeymoon. The timing was unfortunate, but better before than after the wedding. OP said, thank you. I just talked to Mary and the problem was that Danny didn't know that she used to, wait for it, drink. I feel like I'm in a bizarre dream. So it was about drinking? Right, okay. Oh yeah, you're so not the a-hole, OP. Yeah, also this comment, not the a-hole. Given how many people witnessed their party days, I'm not sure why they assume no one would ever mention it and accidentally expose the lie. And your sister's a major a-hole for lying to her fiance. Yeah, completely. And she's shifting the blame onto you, OP. Like, hey, this is your fault. Definitely not your fault, OP. The next one's called, am I the a-hole for exposing my wife's secret TikTok account where she sells our kids embarrassing moments? So I 32 male recently stumbled upon my wife's 30 female secret TikTok account that's been blowing up. She's been posting videos of our kids, 8 male and 5 female, doing silly things like tripping over their toys and singing off key to their favorite songs, and even one time that my son accidentally peed on the carpet because he couldn't find the bathroom in time. At first I thought it was harmless, a little cringe, but then I noticed she was selling the videos to her followers as exclusive content. I was shocked to say the least. She's been raking in some serious cash, enough to consider a family vacation, which is fantastic, but this feels incredibly wrong. Our kids are too young to consent to their embarrassing moments being shared with strangers, let alone for profit. When I confronted her about it, she called me a buzzkill and said that I was being over dramatic. I suggested that we take down the account and maybe even have a talk with our kids about privacy, but she flipped out and accused me of trying to ruin her fun. Now she's saying that I'm just jealous of her success and that I don't support her creativity. I ended up telling her friends about it and now she's furious with me. Some are on my side saying that it's not okay to exploit our kids for likes and views, but others think that I should let her have her fun. So Reddit, am I the a-hole for wanting to protect my kids and exposing my wife's funny side hustle? Or am I being an unsupportive partner and parent? No, that's not good, OP. You're not the a-hole. Who's buying the videos? And also she knows that she's doing the wrong thing because otherwise she wouldn't be so upset about it. Yeah, the top comment, not the a-hole. Creepy people buy kid content and those videos are out there for life. I'd be furious about this violation of privacy. Yeah, this comment too, not the a-hole. If she's pissy that she's been exposed, all that shows is that she knows she was doing something wrong. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah, forget the fun side hustle. You're trying to protect your kids, OP. Yeah, that's messed up, OP. She's definitely in the wrong. There's a comment that says, see a lawyer first thing Monday. This sounds actionable. And OP said, I'm gonna do this, but I'll have to be careful not to alert her because she's quick to make up lies for her own benefit. Also a comment that says, definitely not the a-hole. I recommend you find some articles and videos from kids who were exploited by their parents like this. It's incredibly damaging. Send it to your wife and take the kids away for a while if you can afford it. Stay with family or go on vacation. And OP said, thank you for your response. I'm gonna see if I can come up with an excuse to take the kids away for a while so that I can sort some things out. Yeah, all the best with it, OP. You're definitely doing the right thing. Yeah, that's not good and you're so not the a-hole. Good on you for protecting your kids. The next one that we're gonna read's on the relationship subreddit. Oh god, I caught my husband cheating last night. I, female 27, have been married to my husband 28 since October. We love each other. It's always been easy. He can be tough to handle sometimes, but I can too. I can't say that I even suspected this. Last night I had a couple of drinks and I did something I really shouldn't have done. I kept having these thoughts for 2 days straight for absolutely no reason. The urge to check his phone kept on telling me. I didn't want to because for absolutely no reason. I felt like I'll find something that'll cause trouble. I kept trying to fight the urge to do something so crappy until I found his phone in the bathroom and I opened it. He was talking to a girl saying, these pants you were wearing yesterday, you wanted to get spanked. She replied, I'm waiting for you, and the conversation ended with, I love you. Oh my god. Now I don't even know this girl. I confronted him. He said she has a workmate and he didn't act on it. He didn't do anything physical and that he's sorry. Now I feel like absolute crap. How should I approach this? I didn't tell my family yet. I'm just sitting here with so many thoughts going on and I don't know what to do. Edit, we've been together since high school. I loved him so much ever since we were kids. It's hard for me to read these comments because dumping him isn't easy for me to read. I know we cheated deep down and I'm starting to think that maybe it wasn't the first time. I live in Egypt. Divorce is a pretty big thing around here. If I really proceed through that step, it's going to be incredibly hard on me. I love him and I feel like I can't possibly trust him ever again. We've always been happy. I don't know what went wrong. Should I text this girl and confront Hunter? Am I being crazy? Oh, I feel so bad for you, OP. That's so sad. No, you're not being crazy. That's a nightmare. Like, you could feel that something was up. You followed your gut and you were right. Oh, that's so sad. And also the audacity of him too. Oh, nothing happened. Bro, like, come on. Yes, it did. That's not how you talk to a work friend. The top comment says, you guys haven't been married a year. I think you should move on because you're still young and you have so much life ahead of you. If you forgive him now, he's going to learn it's okay to do these things and it'll never end. Do you believe that nothing physical happened? Because he's proven that he isn't a truthworthy person. You should tell somebody close to you so you have the support needed to proceed through this. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Yeah, same here, OP. Also, I would not believe for a second that nothing physical happened. Yeah, this comment, divorce, he's a cheater and a liar. You haven't been married long. Yeah, what the text say? Something about spanking or something? Yeah, he's completely lying, OP. This comment says, sorry, he's lying. If they're at the I love you stage, they have acted on it. Even if by some miracle he hasn't touched her, then he's in love with her. Walk away, you deserve better. Yeah, completely. And that's enough for today. That was such a wild episode. I hope you guys had a wonderful time today. I've got a wholesome post to show you before we go. I actually read this one on a short one time. I work as an actor at a haunted house, and this little girl who was dressed as a cat came in and saw me and was like, no thank you, please don't get closer, I'm already scared. And I was like, alright, I appreciate the good manners, I'll back off. So her dad picks her up and starts going down the rest of the dark hall, and I just hear her yell, everybody wait, I dropped my ears. So I find them and I give them to her dad, and she goes, thank you, but I hope I never see you again. Goodbye, and waved over her dad's shoulder. I was waving back and she gave me a thumbs up. Honestly, this kid has a lot of guts. Props to them for being so polite when she's terrified. I hope she gets a lot of candy this year. How funny is that? Thank you, but I hope I never see you again. Goodbye. Okay, now that we've read something that isn't terrifying, I feel like I can end the episode. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you had a wonderful time today. And if you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And the comment of the day today, goes to Very Yellow 4130. The piggies are way too distracting. They keep swimming and floating. So cute. Yeah, they are cute, aren't they? Also, yeah, definitely distracting. I like to have something interesting in the background of the episodes. And because the Minecraft animals are like the polar opposite of what we're reading, I feel like it works super well. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for all the support, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!